All right, so the indices have gapped down on news, no doubt, but the interesting thing about the indices is that they were already headed down, or at least the rut was. If you look at this entire structure, what you see is trading that was working its way up, got to a top, had a big sell-off, which actually made sense, created this point of control, or established it really, tested the low side, came up, tested again, um, opened lower, tested again. Really kind of thought that would move its way through, and then we were up on. We essentially, I think we gapped. Yeah, we had gapped up, and we're testing this key LVN area. And frankly, I expected this to possibly do that, or just be leaving given the number of times, but it didn't. And in fact, what it did do is it came back through, tested the point of control from the top side, didn't repel, and then back down through, and then almost to it again, and now we're down here. So the real likelihood is that we leave this balance area from a technical level. Now on the ruts world, in the ruts world, buyers have the ability to return things to balance, somewhat easily. So that said, in order for us, the bigger picture that I'm looking at that I really care about is this point of control down here. So if we are to gap down and hold and do a normal day long short, then I would expect that to be tested before we would rotate back up. Failures ahead of that, say like at this key LVN area, or even there, with a return back, means that we're most likely headed back into this structure here. So from my perspective, it's going to be real careful. We're going to pay a lot of attention to how we open and what the first couple of moves are. So let's just cover the structure review. We had broken one time into the short side, but not necessarily given up the bull moves. We now have a bearish engulfing day, and it looks like more downside to go. This is as of last night. We're in a wide multi-day balance. Yesterday's profile is multimodal. The point of control is low on the profile, indicating further downside exploration. Now we had bad news, and then of course that happened anyways. The pullback pattern on the weekly had turned into a reversal pattern, and now we've closed right at the weekly point of control. So if you look at that real quickly, that's what this looks like. So what it looked like a pullback continuation higher, breaking this high seemed likely. It's not what happened. It dropped and pushed all the way through. So this is the weekly point of control. We're now below that. The composite point of control is above that at 74. So it's the weekly's at 71, the composite 74. Yesterday's is 58, and we're below all three. So we're really going to be looking for exploration lower to start. So the expected day type, I think, is most likely a reversal short. So we expect to open, test up, and reverse back short. If we get a normal short, then I'm going to try and jump on that as quick as I can. Our reversal short would be that we opened, we tried long, we reversed back through the open, and then I'm going to try and jump on some structure to get that. But I do expect chop in that environment. And then from a long perspective, a normal long, if we open lower out of range, I'm going to wait for it to enter into the range for the previous range first before I do anything. We need to get above yesterday's point of control before I can really be looking long. If we open in range, we need to get above at least the development point of control and probably above yesterday's point of control. So that's today.